Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. And welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I'm sure 95% of you are hanging out with your lovely families because you think you're better than me, right? Spending time with your family. But here I am in my house doing a sponsored video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a sponsored video today, and I want to get this done before I have to go up to my parents' house with my kids for Christmas 2.0. So in this wonderful Christmas Day sponsored video, we're going to roast a subscriber's portfolio. Yes, he paid me $50. 50 beautiful smackaroles to roast his portfolio. And if you want a sponsored video, see the pinned comment below, and you can send me $50 as well to talk about whatever you want, as long as it's YouTube appropriate. Now, just to be upfront, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what stonks or ETF to buy, okay? But I can mock various things about your portfolio. So let's dive right into it. Let me share my screen, and bada boom, bada bang. All right, so here's the email he sent me. And it's not just this. We're also going to pull up the some snapshots he sent me over the email. Let's make sure we're sharing. Okay, we're sharing. He says, hey, man. Thank you for assuming my gender. Hey, man, here's my portfolio info. I know it's not that great, so hopefully you can make some good content with it. It's not that great. You're wonderful. You're perfect, okay? You're an angel. Give it to me, Daddy. Oh, I will. I'll give it to you hard and fast and viciously, and you'll like it. My pension that I can't touch or roll over till I'm 59 and a half, I got when I was in the union, the union, and I contributed to it for 11 years. Okay, that's good. I mean, I'm personally not a big fan of pensions. I'm just not a big fan of pensions. I don't trust pensions, okay? If you look at the demographics of America and the fact that pensions have current obligations, their portfolios are going to be a little bit more conservative than you could be if you just invested your own money. And people have this assumption that pensions are just like guaranteed, bro. It's guaranteed, bro. No, they're investing in the same stocks that you can. I mean, they have some private equity, okay? I mean, they can do some other things that you can't necessarily. But the fact that you think this pension is guaranteed, they're also investing. So why not just take the money and invest yourself? But, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, okay? Obviously, you'll get some kind of income from it. And a lot of people are just too slow and special to freaking manage their own money. Let's just be perfectly honest here, okay? So we have this first snapshot here. Is this his pension? So I look at it. Okay, he's got $252,000, which, I mean, that's a good chunk of change. That's a really good chunk of change. Most Americans don't have that. I don't know if you guys knew this. Most Americans are brokies. So if you feel bad because you have $252,000, you shouldn't. Especially if you're in your 30s or 40s. You're doing pretty freaking good. Not as good as me, of course. Because I'm better than you. Yeah, look at me. Better, stronger, smarter, more handsome. But you're doing really good, okay? So he's got $252,000, and it's a T. Rowe Price Retirement 2060 fund. I don't see an issue with that. There's nothing wrong with target retirement funds, okay? You got to be a little bit careful, make sure they're not actively managed, right? But there's nothing inherently wrong with a target retirement fund. And stop. I don't want to hear that they have bonds. They have bonds. Okay, you know what? Sometimes you need bonds. It's okay to put some money in bonds or treasuries. And what you don't want is right before you retire to be 100% stock, and then you have a 50% correction in the stock market, which can happen. Anything's possible. And then you panic, and then you got to sell at a massive loss. If you have some treasuries or bonds, you could sell some of those and live off those until the market hopefully recovers, or you can rebalance You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't hurt to have treasuries. I have treasuries. It's not the end of the world. Stocks don't just go up 20% every freaking year. We're in an insane bull market. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from that sickness. I think I had the vid, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so I have zero criticisms of this. Just being perfectly honest. Perfectly honest, I have zero criticisms. And I guess, I don't know how old you are. I don't think you said how old you are. Okay, I mean, you're probably in your 30s or 40s. You're doing pretty good. But not as good as me, of course. My current job's 401k. I started at the end of 2022. That was actually a good time to start. Well, I mean, any time's a good time to start, but that was kind of like the bottom of the popping of the clown market bubble. I have it in a robo-advisor for now. What do you need a robo-advisor for? Why? Okay, you're just paying fees for what? Okay, I mean, if the choice is robo-advisor versus scamming, disgusting filth financial advisor, okay, I guess that's a better option in my humble opinion. But, like, I don't need a robo-advisor. I have my money in Vanguard and Fidelity. And I just rebalance it. It's not hard. Keep it simple. I currently put in 10%. That's a decent amount. And my employer contributes 8% to my 6%. I currently put in. Oh, okay. So I guess they give you 8% up to your 6%. So okay, so you're putting that's 18% a year. That's a decent amount of money. If you're saving 18%, that's pretty good. That's all you have to do. This is not complicated. You set up your 401k and you just buy every paycheck, and you hold and you reinvest dividends, and you don't clown around with trying to time the market. It's that easy. If you want to fool around, okay, do it outside your 401k. I've just had my 401k sit there. It just sits there. It does nothing for more than a decade. And it's looking pretty juicy. I'm not going to lie. But we are in a bull market, so we'll see. I've just started making good money with the company I'm with now. So my plan is after I pay off my truck. Why do you have a truck, boy? You got a truck, boy? Yeah, you driving the truck. Yeah, my man, come on. Pay it off and don't buy a new one. I'm going to start maxing out my 401k and start an HSA in 27 to save more money. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say that's bad to max your 401k. Make sure you're not buying expensive freaking mutual funds in there. I'm sure they have index funds. It started the HSA, it's got tax benefits, blah, 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 blah. But I don't have a high deductible plan, so I personally don't have an HSA. But it does have triple tax benefits, so it's pretty good. And it helps you pay for healthcare, especially when you're old. Your healthcare is going to get expensive because you're an old desiccated sack that just consumes healthcare. Last one is my Roth. I just started a couple weeks ago. I'm putting in $62.5 a weekend. I'm thinking about selling everything and buy 100% Tesla. Yeah, you should do that, bro. Lol, JK. Okay, so my advice to you, be careful with the Roth. And the reason I say that is if your income is too high, you actually can't contribute to a Roth directly. You have to do a backdoor Roth. You have to make depending on your income. I don't know for certain, but I've seen people make this mistake before where they make too much income for the year and they contribute directly to a Roth. Come to find out they made too much, so they couldn't contribute directly to a Roth, so they have to freaking pull it out. Okay? So my recommendation, this actually saves you a lot of heartache. If you're not sure what your income's going to be and, but you still want to contribute, wait till the end of the year, okay? So for 2025, you have until April 15th, 2026 to contribute to an IRA. When you file your tax return or you let a CPA like me do it, what I can do is tell you, okay, this is how much you can put into a Roth. This is how much you potentially have to backdoor. And as long as you make that contribution by April 15th, 2026, it counts for the 2025 year. So instead of putting the money in during 2025 when you're not sure if you're making enough money or not, wait until your taxes are complete. I can just punch in the numbers. It tells me exactly how much you can put in without any issues. And then you contribute it by April 15, 2026. That's kind of my recommendation, okay? If you don't make a lot of money, you're probably fine. But I have had situations where people have put money into a Roth directly. And what they should have done is do a backdoor Roth where you do a non-deductible contribution to a traditional IRA, and then you basically just transfer it over to a Roth. I mean, your broker can help you do it. But my advice is, if you're not sure, wait until the following year, right before you file your tax return, and then contribute the money before April 15th, 2026. And you won't have to worry about any freaking over contributions. So I don't know your income situation. Maybe you can let me do your taxes. I don't know. Okay. So starting with this isn't bad. Okay. This is perfectly legitimate. I have zero issues with this. I have a target retirement fund, but it's in my taxable account, and I'm a clown for doing that. But in a tax advantage account, it's fine. Okay. No, zero issues with that. Long-term money. Simple, easy, delicious. But Tesla, shut up. Shut your dirty mouth, piece of garbage. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and review his other thing. So he sent me this corporation retirement balance, 97,346. Okay, up 18%. Are you in U.S. stocks, bro? VT's up more. Total year-to-date contributions. Okay. Oh, so this must be your 401k. Okay. Yeah, I guess the other one was your pension, maybe. Okay, year-to-date contributions. You contributed $13,585. That's good. And God, that's crazy. They give you so much money. I mean, if you're contributing 10%, then yeah, you might be making too much. You need to be careful with that Roth. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. But you need to talk to me or let me do your taxes to confirm. Anyway, man, they give you so much freaking money. It's crazy. I've never had an employer give me that much money. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm jealous of that. All right, let's look at the freaking holdings. Let's see what he has. Okay. So he's got 1,400 in total international bonds. He's got 37K in international. Okay. I don't know if that's an index. Yeah, well, it says index. Duh. Okay. International's so bad, bro. Loan fund? What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. Loan fund? Who are you loaning money to? I don't know what that is, so I couldn't tell you. Okay, so I mean, you got a little bit of bonds, whatever. I mean, that's like almost irrelevant. It's so small. Okay, decent allocation international. U.S. bonds. He's got a little bit of bonds. And then he's got a large cap, and he's basically like kind of creating VT here. If you think about it, because what he's doing is he's got a large cap equity index. This is probably the S&P 500. And then this is probably the rest of the market. Because you have like 3,000 plus stocks. The majority of the stocks listed in the US are not in the S&P 500. So if you want all the stocks, if you want a total market, you have to buy the S&P 500, and then you have to buy a small mid-cap index or like a completion index, something like that. So it seems like he's basically just recreated VT with a little bit of bonds. He's basically recreated a target retirement fund. I don't know what this loan fund is, but I mean, what can I say? I'm looking at VT with more steps. So, oh, you're so dumb, bro. All right. Dividend. He's got some dividends. Okay. 95% stock. Suggested 70-30. I mean, that seems kind of heavy. I don't know how old you are, but seems kind of heavy in bonds for what I'm guessing your age is. So, okay, you're pretty aggressive, but whatever. If you got lots of time. What the hell? What is No! No, no, no. Do not put your Roth IRA in Robinhood. Do not put your Roth IRA in Robinhood. Robinhood is for clown stocks. Robinhood is for clown money. Robinhood is not for serious money. They entice you to trade. You should not be trading in your long-term retirement accounts. Get this out of this account now. The proper way, okay? You got to do like a rollover if you even want to do that. I don't like Robinhood for long-term money. They literally want you in there so you can trade so they can make money. Vanguard has IRAs. Fidelity has IRAs. Lots of different companies reputable companies offer IRAs. My IRA is in Fidelity. Guess how much I trade that? 0. Because I don't have freaking confetti and Vlad Tenev trying to suck as much money as possible out of my pocket. I just have VT in there. It just sits there. Okay? No. So first of all, Robinhood's clownish. Number 2, if you make too much money, you might have to pull that money out of the Roth IRA. You need to be careful with that. Okay? Wait till you file your taxes and just do it. If you're extending, that's going to be an issue, but we figure it out. All right, so it's good you're starting a Roth IRA. Just be careful with the income. And I don't like Robinhood. All right, what's he got here? VTI VOO. Why are we overlapping? This is the total U.S. This is like 80% of the U.S. market cap. What is this? Then you have Bug My Bug, which is just more U.S. stocks, large cap tech, bro. So you have 3 U.S. Tech indexes, basically, with VUG being U.S. tech. The whole market is like dominated by tech. But if you wanted U.S. stocks, VTI, that's all of them. And then you have SCHD. Why do you have SCHD? So your other accounts, I like them. I mean, you had U.S., you had international, a tiny bit of bonds. Why do we have to do this complicated crap inside of Robin Stock's IRA? You're already making this complicated. You had it. You're doing so good. You were doing so good in the other accounts. I was proud of you. I almost shed a tear. And then I saw this and I got freaking pissed. Shada, seriously? You know all the stocks in Shada are in VTI. You know all the stocks in VUG are in VTI. You know all the stocks in VOO are in VTI. This is like Overlap City. Overlap City. If I personally had to choose one, I'd go with VTI. If I just wanted USS Brown, I would just go with VTI. Okay, one freaking, and it's an IRA. You want to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, Robinhood's for clown money. You want to like buy your stupid stocks and try to scalp or whatever you're freaking doing. Okay, that's Robinhood's fine for that. Long-term money, no, I don't care about their stupid match. Okay, you're going to lose more money trading in these clown accounts than you are getting the freaking match from the IRA. Okay, so my overall assessment is A-. A-. Okay, you would have had a solid A until I saw this Robinhood account, and am I that concerned? No, but I'm a little concerned about you contributing to a Roth IRA because your income might be too high. But I would need to know your whole tax situation. So be careful with that. That's all I'm going to say. So, overall, I'm not going to roast it too hard. I know you wanted me to be mean and nasty, but besides your clownish IRA, I don't really see any huge. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this loan fund is. I don't know why you freaking need that. Probably loaning to degenerate, insane maniacs. But I actually am legitimately jealous of that. That is a crazy match. God, I wish I had that. Even in the freaking army, or working for the government, I never got as good a match as that. If you're getting like an 8% or a 10% match, that's insane. That is insane. You will get so rich so fast with that much of a match. I'm a little jealous. Okay, I've never had a match like that. But anyway, All right, so that's the review. That was a sponsored video. Like I said, if you want a sponsored video, you need to pay me $50 if you're a non-member or $45 if you're a member. See the pinned comment at the conclusion of this live stream to get a sponsored video. All right, let's do some member-only comments. Oh, we got a new gifted membership. Let's go check out the let's see who the new lucky members are. Who's the new lucky members? Thank you for your donation. You know, I may have to give you another free sponsored video, Mr. Doan. You've been very generous to the channel. Maybe, see, if you're a good little boy and you give me lots of money, you get rewarded, okay? Okay. So we got SAP 10380. And then we have Fabian Pineda. Did he join yesterday or did he get a free membership? Wow. Okay, so SAP 10380. You are the new lucky member. Thank the Major Down for the gifted membership. You people are such freeloaders. Did this person need to pay extra for Christmas? No. He paid me a couple days ago. Dex, what's up, bro? Merry Christmas. Oh. Yeah, my Christmas is tomorrow. I'm taking my kids in the morning. I'm going up to my parents' house. So they have like 3 Christmases this year. Oh my God, that's so progressive. Okay, I don't know what that. Nothing's popping up there. I just see a rectangle. My rental portfolio cash flow $60K annually and functions as my bond. I learned everything I know from me, Kevin's course. Did you now? You know your cash flow would have been higher if you hadn't paid that freaking clown money. You don't pay Kevin money. Pay me money. Let me do your taxes. Yeah. Did you raise the price of your book? I thought it was $5.99 on it. Oh, so yes, I did just slightly because the cost of the book went up. Like the cost that Amazon charges me. Like I don't get all the money. Like if you buy the book, what is it, like $14? I forgot. If you buy the book on Amazon, Amazon has costs because they have to print the book and they have to mail it. And that's perfectly legit. I'm not mad at Amazon about that. They literally print my book and mail it to people. Okay, I'm not complaining about that. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, I get like $5 a profit per book. That's basically what I get. So, yes, the price has gone up a little bit because the cost. I got to keep my margins, bro. 800K stock portfolio. Okay. I mean, I wish you were globally diversified, but that's a very solid portfolio. My entire apartment. Wow, I need to look up that. You should pay me for a sponsored video of that, bro. Being married raises that amount by a lot. Yes, it is. Let me check. How much can I contribute to a Roth IRA if I'm single, if I'm married? Whenever I see Roth IRA and single person, I'm like, you need to be careful there, buddy. All right, so the income limits. All right, so this is what ChatGPT says. That can't be right. Says your MAGI is less than 100. I don't know if that's right. Yeah. Let's go to Vanguard. Single, married, filing separately, or head of household. Less than 150K adjusted gross income. So your adjusted gross income is it's not your taxable income. It's your income before QBI, standard deduction. That's your adjusted gross income. So it's basically your income before the other deductions, the standard, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. 150K, I guess that's pretty good. But I still recommend just freaking wait. Unless you're like making 50K a year. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. But if you're close, Just wait till you file your taxes and then put the money in. That's what I think you should do. That's my recommendation. Okay. And then apparently it phases out at 165 AGI. That's higher than I thought. Married filing jointly, less than $236,000. And then it phases out from 236 to 246. And then it's completely phased out at 246. Okay. Wow. I'm actually surprised by that. I could have sworn it was lower. Unless the big, beautiful bill changed it. But no, just wait, people. He took a loan for his truck. My truck. Oh, yeah, I got my truck, and it's really loud. It's big engine. Yeah. Country boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand. I had a van loan. God, I'm so glad I paid that off. Freaking van loan. I hate car loans. God, I hate them. Bruv, in that private credit. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I had the T. Rowe Price 2040. I didn't like. Yeah, I mean, the Vanguard one's pretty good. Like, for the expense ratio, it's like 0.08. That's pretty good. The only issue is it's tax inefficient because you have bonds, and then obviously you have distributions. If it's in a retirement account, you're not paying taxes on it, obviously, while it's, on any of the income. But if you're in a target retirement fund and it's in a taxable account and you're getting like the interest and the dividends, like you're paying a decent amount of tax on that. Dividends, aka the most important part of invest. Yeah, my stock 1000x'd, but I can't sell $1 of it because then that would be bad. Yeah. The PPC Ian, dude. He was, bro, my stock 3x'd, but I only live off the dividends. You can sell like a little bit of it. It's fine. You're leaving so much money on the table only taking the dividends. Berkshire Hathaway's a clown stock. I have one share of Berkshire Hathaway, and it's $500,000 now, but I can't sell any of it, bro, because it doesn't have a dividend. Get out of here. I make VT light in my 401k, 70% S&P, 10% mid, 10% small, 10. Yeah, you're kind of low in international, but I've seen worse. Yo. Why aren't you using the opportunity to make more member-only videos now? You won't track a lot of viewers today. I'm getting a sponsored video done, okay? Somebody paid me for this. I have my kids all weekend. This is the day to get it done, okay? God, Alan. Bro, that guy in the stream yesterday, that was pretty funny. That was a funny stream. But hey, he paid me. He paid me $110, baby. You want to debate me live? You want to debate me live? It's $100. Okay? It's $100. You're going to pay me $100 to debate me live. You don't like that? Then don't pay me. OMG, it is the major down. The one and only. Overlapping is a non-issue strongman. I disagree. It makes it too complex. Why overlap? I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I mean, like, why? Why do it? Blood really exposed. What up, gangsta? This 300 count feels like a troll. It could be, but I think it's a Roth IRA. Hopefully he's over the limit or under the limit. But I mean, if he's not, I mean, because you have to phase out and all that. He could be married. If he's married, then he's probably fine. The major down is keeping this channel alive. He is. He's a true American hero. Well, technically, overlap will overexpose you to some of the stocks, but give you exposure. I mean, you can get exposure to all the stocks by just buying VTI or VT. So long story short, go 100% in Misty. Oh, totally, bro. Totally. All of Strongman's followers are blood-sucking, negatively emotional parasites who are too scared to actually start a business. And as a result, all their opinions are self-destructive. I do have a lot of whiners in my chat. Have you noticed? Have you people noticed that? Lots of whiners. You're a loser. Everything you do is wrong. Guess who's getting paid every month from YouTube, Bussy boy? Me. And I got all my grifts, debates, sponsored videos, taxes. Pay up, baby. Pay up. When can I, as a highly valued member of this channel, expect my free sponsor? Alan, you don't give me money. Okay. Major Down is giving me a decent amount of money. I return the favor. Okay. He supports my channel. I return the favor. You've just get on my comments and whine. Why don't you give me $45 and I'll do a sponsored video? Yeah, that's how it works if you're a member. Give me money. You pay me, I provide the service. That's how this works. Merry Christmas, Strawman. Same to you, good sir. Hope you guys are having a fine afternoon. I already ran this morning. I ran at like 10 o'clock. I was sitting there and I was like, do I want to wait till 2 to run? And I just went and ran. And I feel like $1 million now. What is wrong with the regard on the show yesterday? He acts like someone who hasn't been knocked out. He's going to get his cheeks clapped eventually. Gil had a meltdown in the comments. I did take Kevin's course in 2019. I mean, a lot of people got suckered into it. Is the book on Kindle? I mean, I think it is. I mean, there's the ebook. So it should be on Kindle, yeah. Figures you're going so well, Andrew. You didn't listen to Strawman. Sick brag, bro. Strawman, can a person contribute to a Roth in the year they don't? Yeah, if you have self-employed income, you can. Yeah, you can still contribute to a Roth. 100%. My recommendation, because I've seen this enough times, if you're making a lot of money, just wait until you get your taxes ready to be filed. That's my recommendation. Are you using the 4% rule on your stocks when you retire or what you plan? No, I'm just going to have 5 years of treasuries and the rest is going to be in stock. And then I'm just going to rebalance as needed. So obviously it's going to require a little bit of active management on my part, but it's going to be very simple. It's going to be a 2-fund portfolio. It's going to be a short-term treasury ETF and it's going to be VT. And I'm going to have 5 years of expenses in treasuries and the rest is just going to be in VT. And I'm going to draw down from my treasuries. Pretty simple. How'd your consultation call? It went wonderfully. It was awful. I lost all my money taking his advice. Oh, be quiet. You're so full of crap. Not really, but it was all right. He found out I'm Kid Freshy. Are you admitting you're Kid Freshy? Dude, he sounded like Kid Freshy. I'm like, this has to be Kid Freshy. This has to be. What is your book for young inkwells? Young YCs coming out. We're not YNs, we're YCs. It's going to be a while because I have to write the Afghanistan book first. I already started the Afghanistan book. So that's the priority. And then I'll preach to my inkwells later. Wink. I buy VT. It has everything. There you go. Stop begging me for my $45. $45, Alan. You want a sponsored video? You got to pay. This is not a charity. Reciprocity is 175 IQ mind blowing away of life. I don't like, yeah. I mean, like, I get it, you know. I get it. I get it. Sometimes it gets a little bit too capitalistic, like with Christmas. You buy me gifts and I buy you gifts. Thanks, bro. When you live stream full time next year, are you finally going to get better internet? My internet's wonderful. Okay. What are you talking about? What ticker for the bond? I mean, honestly, I don't know because this is so far in the future. I'm just going to find the one that has the lowest expense ratio. That's an index. Simple as that. So I don't know what the ticker is going to be, but there's plenty of short-term treasury ETFs out there. Can't wait to read about you plunging toilets in Afghanistan. Hey, as long as you buy my book, I don't care. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Like, subscribe, consider joining as a member. Thank you for this donation, Major Down. If you want another sponsor video, shoot me an email. Okay, I'll cover whatever you want to do, as long as it's YouTube appropriate. Anyway, like, subscribe, consider joining as a member to support the channel. Consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute consultation. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. Cheers.